SSBL fans, I'm your favorite Retrievers manager, Mr. Puppet, bringing you the continuation of Week 4, Day 2. So already starting off the week, we had the Wildcats and the Skulls game. What is wrong with the Vikings score? Actually, the rest of the scores. Hang on, let me fix this. I guess it'll be temporarily messed up. So, Gardner Minshew on the mound, starting off for the Vikings. He'll get ahead to first strike. Hang on, let me just enter these zeros. Think we're looking good. Yeah, okay, so let's get to it. Barry Hewitt starts off with a fly out to the left or right. Now he's facing Domingo Ritchie. I did change the Retrievers lineup so that Johnny Bravo is now playing instead of Max Swingins. Because he got moved up. Did he? Oh yeah, he got moved up because of free agents. But he'll go down swinging as Minshew starts up with a strikeout. Leading off for the Vikings is Vicky Marshall, facing Chess Eccles. She'll send this one high, but not deep enough. Just at the start of the warning track. We are in Shaka, so it's gonna be tough to get them out of here. Here is former Retriever, as well as former Bomber, Jed French. Chess Eccles will walk him in 4 pitches. Brings up Liam Freishak. Oh, he's sent up to center field, Johnny Bravo, for a single. Now Gage Deputy. One out with runners on first and second. Double steal going, and runner will not be caught. So 2 runners in scoring position here at a 3-1 count. Full count now. And pop up to Smot Pock at third base. We'll keep both runners where they are. Brings Cowie Hatmore to the plate to score some runs. The foul went off to the right.
Ball, that's inside.
Strike 2. And a little tap to Sessions at first base will get the 3rd out. So, runners on for the Vikings, but no score. That'll give us French Tater batting for the Retrievers.
That's inside.
We'll take a big hack. 2-1. And not so big of a hack. We'll go to first, get the first out. Yankee no brim. No RBI man available.
Ball outside.
I'd say it's a cruel and unusual punishment for me to be facing the Vikings with their number 1 pitcher while I have my number 4 in. I mean, my number 4 in is not much better than my number 1, but, you know, that's the deal. Gardner Minshew now locked in after 2 strikeouts. Facing Smot Pock.
Ball, that's low.
Full count. That one will foul. And strike 3, swinging another strikeout for Gardner Minshew in the first 2 innings. He's up to 3 now. Amir Williams starting off the 2nd inning for the Vikings. He'll get a good single up the middle. Now Riley Reed.
Nope, that's high. Nope, that's high.
2-1 count.
Ball, that's low. Take your base.
And Reed will get walked. Now here is Spencer Reed. Runners on first and second with no outs. This one will get popped up behind him. Will it stay in play? It will not. Fouled off to the right side. Sent to Hewitt. To Morgan. To Sessions for the double play. Puts a runner on third, however, for Kazuya Miyuki. Fouled into left. Will not be have anybody close enough. Fouled off to right this time. Could potentially get there, but no room will not. 2 outs, or 2 strikes, however.
No, inside.
2-2-2 at the bottom of the second. And the bottom of the second will end with a fly out to left field, but Stephanie Morgan feels like she's a bit more important. She'll take that one. Uh-oh, do I have a video encoding?
That's high.
Whoopsie. Hang on here.
Ball.
Doesn't seem to be.
Inside.
Hopefully
High.
it doesn't look as bad as it does from my perspective on my phone. Full count to Steve Sessions. He's hanging in there. And Reed will make a great diving catch to finish off that one. Brings up Morgan. She'll tap this one back to Minshew, to Deputy. Looks fine on my end. Great to know, great to know. Here's Papa Giorgio, catcher.
No.
Outside pitch activated. This one will go foul, but not before Marshall catches up to it. Still scoreless here at the bottom of the third. Vicky Marshall, Judd French, Liam Freishak. Top of the lineup.
No. High. High. Strike. That's down.
3-1. Hard hit to Sessions.
Out.
Would be an easy out. Here's Judd French. Got walked in the first inning. He'll send this one to the right center gap, but should have enough air to let Johnny Bravo get over there. Now Liam Freishak at a single.
That's low. That's up. Ball outside.
They'll get 3 balls.
Take your base.
And a walk. So 2 outs, runner on first for Gage Deputy.
No, that's high. Strike.
2 strikes.
Ball, that's outside.
Fouls one off.
Hey.
Pickoff attempt. This one will get popped into left for French Tater. So scoreless through 3, going to the top of the 4th. Retrievers 1, 2, 3. Starting off with Vera Hewitt, Minshew still locked in at 37. We'll start off with 2 strikes. Grounder to Spencer at second. First out. Richie up to the plate. Minshew is not messing around, not at all. I don't know, does Gardner Minshew ever mess around? I feel like I've heard some good reviews. He'll start off with 2 strikes. And another grounder to Spencer. That brings Bravo. Now on the starting lineup. Another 2 strike to start. And strike 3. That's a 4th strikeout for Gardner Minshew in the 4th inning. Howie Hatmore, Amir Williams, Riley Reed. Next in line for the Vikings. Chess Eccles now locked in at 51.
That's outside.
But probably loses that as a grounder to left. Get the runner on first for the Vikings. Amir Williams up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single today. You know that sound that they make when they're gripping the bat? Like the little weird kind of sound like that. Kind of reminds me of like the radiation sound from oh, what game is it? I don't think it's Fallout. I think it's like 60 seconds or something. Anyway, there's gonna be a pop out infield. Brings up Riley Reed.
He's out.
A little tap to Vera Hewitt gets the second out. So it's Spencer here with 2 outs. Power versus left-handed pitchers is activated.
No, that's high.
That'll be a stolen second base.
Low.
Lasers with the +4 to a player.
That's ball 4.
Ball 4. That'll bring up Kazuya Miyuki.
Outside.
Vera Hewitt makes a great diving catch. That'll prevent any more of this inning. I was gonna say they'll just prevent the runner going home and continuing, but no, she actually gets the out at first, so that brings up the top of the 5th with French Tater. So for the Retrievers, Zelda Narwhal injured. That'll be, I believe, it was News Girl that came up from the minors,
You're out.
as well as Jorge Watsky. Is
Inside.
has a stat reduction. He will likely not be taking the field. It's going to be another strikeout for Minshew. He's up to, I believe, 5 or 6 now. Let's see what Smotpot can do. No, 5 here. When will the Retrievers GM announce the big news? What type of big news? And another strikeout for Minshew. He's up to 6. 1, 2, 3 once again for the Vikings. A little airtime there on French Tater. Or 2 French Tater. Brings up Judd French. Where will he be sending the next 4 years at? Oh, I don't even know, dude. College is, I have not figured that out. I mean, I guess probably by February, right? That's when... Well, that's when admission is due. Strikeout there for Chess Eccles. I guess, like, maybe then March or April? I don't remember when you get the papers back or whatever, but or the decision back.
Ball, that's up.
That's 2 balls here. 3 balls.
Take your base.
That'll be a walk to Frashak. They'll bring Engaged Deputy to the plate with 2 outs. Eccles locked in at 80 pitches. Start with 2 strikes. And a strikeout. Will end the 5th inning. 7-8-9 here for the Retrievers. Still hitless today. Minshew now on fire at 60 pitches.
He's out.
Won't be surprised if you end up at TCU. I don't know what TCU is. Right now I'm mostly looking at RIT and University of Buffalo, or University at Buffalo. I don't know, I think there's like 2 different Buffalo universities, so. Stephanie Morgan will put one into play. Just barely staying fair. Gets her on first. That'll bring Papa Giorgio to bat. Lock down Minshew's mojo. Back down to locked in.
No, high. That's high.
2-2. And that one is not going to be able to find a glove. So runners on first and second now for Vera Hewitt.
That's low.
Double steal on the hit and run, and a tough dive at first base for Deputy, and that'll score a runner for the Retrievers. So the hit and run works out really well. Deputy unable to make the play. Puts the Retrievers at 1. Minshew still locked in, however. We have Domingo Ritchie with a runner on first and third.
That's outside.
2-2. Foul ball.
Ball, that's inside.
Full count now.
Ball 4.
And Ritchie will get walked. That'll bring up the newly added Johnny Bravo with bases loaded. Infield in. Big hack at strike 1.
Ball inside.
And to Frashak. They'll get the runner at first and the runner at home. So no more runs. Retrievers leave the bases loaded. Cowie Hatmore, Amir Williams, Riley Reed. Coming up, let's see how long Eccles will stay in. Still locked in at 82 pitches. However, ratings still
Nope, that's high.
going down.
High. Ball outside.
We'll start 3-1. Full count.
Ball 4.
And walk to Williams. Oh no, to Hatmore. Now we have Williams. Hit and run, and that'll get down in right field. So runners on first and third with no outs to Riley Reed. Jess Eccles will not stand. It'll be News Girl.
That's inside. Hey.
Pick off at first. Another pick off. Strike 2. K-Man activated. Oh, that one was a heater. That'll strike out Reed. So, double play will stop any runs from scoring here. But it'll be a bunt. They'll go to first. They'll let the runner score. So Kazuya Miyuki has a runner on second.
He's out.
But he'll send this one to third base and get the out. But Vikings tie the game back up at 1-1. Minshew still locked in at 80 pitches.
No, that's low.
Facing French Tater. Yeah, Tater. French Tater. French fries. French dressing.
Ball, that's outside.
Yankee Nobrum at the plate. Easy one to Deputy, but she drops it. Will find it in time to still get the out. Throwing it to Minshew. Smart Pack here. I mean, I do believe that the Vikings have one of the highest fielding ratings. So, tough day for Minshew, I guess.
No, that's high. Ball.
Full count, 2 outs to Smart Pack. And there's another strike. Strike out for Minshew. Back to the Vikings at the plate. 1-2-3, Vicky Marshall facing News Girl. This one will go up the line. Actually, no, I don't believe it was. No, News Girl came up when we traded Chesley Hickman. It is Grogu, I believe, in the majors right now. Hopefully. I'll check that out. Burr Hewitt, not going to be able to make the play, but that's going to be a runner going to third. They're not actually going to try for the runner at third. Interesting. That brings up Freishack with runners on first and third. No outs. Infield in a double play position. And the Vikings will score. Here's Deputy with a runner on second. And 1 out.
Ball, outside. That's up. Strike.
This one pretty far into center, but Bravo will not be able to make the play. That should bring in another runner. So triple here for Deputy. Brings the lead up to 3. Here's Hatmore with a runner on third.
Outside.
And good contact here. Bravo will be able to make the play, but another runner will come in on the tag. So 1-4 the score here in favor of the Vikings. Amir Williams. Empty bases. This one once again to the left center gap. Johnny Bravo will pick that one up. Runner will stay at second. Although Retriever's having a bit of defensive issues. Runner will not advance, however. But the inning will end on a pop-up to Smart Pack. Retrievers, or Vikings, add 3 to their score. Retrievers now have 2 innings left to make up for those 3. We'll see what Steve Sessions can do. Two strikes and another strikeout for Minshew. How many is he at now? 8 or 9? 8 strikeouts. Morgan.
No, that's inside.
Morgan. I'm saying the Morgan. From Smite. So fouling off 2-2.
Ball high.
Full count.
He's out.
To third to first for the out. Papa Giorgio. Empty bases. 2 outs. Minshew at 105. This one will stay foul. Or will go foul. I guess it never was foul to start with. Tough dive there. The third baseman, but the out will still be recorded. Vikings here, trying to put on a last few runs before the Retrievers get their last chance. They'll start with Spencer Reed. It'll be a quick out from Hewitt to first to Sessions. So Kazuya Miyuki, one of the anime team players.
No, inside. Ball, that's low.
3-1 here. Full count.
That's ball 4.
And walk to Miyuki. So Vicky Marshall, 1 for 4 with a single. Has a runner on first. Nearly gets hit. But she may have grounded into a double play. It will be. So Retrievers, last chance. Minshew at 108 pitches. It's the 1-2-3. Does Minshew stay in? He will not. Paul George will relieve. Come in for relief. And we'll start off with a tapper. We're out 1. Richie here. We'll send that one to second base for out to number 2. Johnny Bravo, recent addition, last chance.
Ball, that's low.
He'll send this one to left. It's hanging though. Amir Williams makes the catch and a victory for the Vikings against the Retrievers. Very straightforward game, no nonsense. Scoreless for the first couple innings, but eventually started wearing down the pitchers here. No home runs. Not a whole lot of hits. Actually, Amir Williams with 3. But actually no RBIs. Funnily enough. Only RBI for the Retrievers from Vera Hewitt. Loss goes to Newsgirl. Win goes to Minshew and save goes to George. Minshew with the 8 outs, or strikeouts. MVPs are Minshew, Fryshack, and Hatmore. So we shall head to game number 3, which is the Gauchos at Knights. See you then. Welcome to game 3 of the night. Gauchos at the Knights. Our stadium will be Swagger Center. Let me go ahead and edit the scores here for game number 2. It'll be Dante Smalls starting on the mound for the Knights. First out here, Samir Tailwind. Only changes to lineups, I believe, is Brutus Banger is at first. Hello there, Elder. You'll be AFK tonight, but thank you for streaming the game. No problem. Enjoy your night. There'll be a quick 3 outs here for the Knights. Dante Smalls, pretty happy about that one. Starting for the Gauchos is Steve Stevens. Quick 2 strikes. And this one will be popped back to Stevens.
Strike. Low.
2-1.
No, that low. Strike.
Full count with activated for Duketown.
Ball 4. Take your base.
But he'll get walked. So runner on first for Dave Sacred. Contact first right-handed pitcher activated. Nearly maxed out in contact. Well, I suppose if you had 99 contact and then a contact versus a certain type of pitcher, then you were locked in, or you were on fire for Mojo. I think, can you have a higher fitness than normal? That'll be a passed ball, or a wild pitch, putting runners on second and third, and that should score them. Actually, it might be a home run. No, it'll just be off the wall here in Swagger Center, but that'll score 2 for the Knights. So while I'm blabbing about stats, Knights score 2. Ding Dong has a runner on first with 1 out. Stevens already tense. Juiced, right. So if you were juiced and you had on fire and you had the contact versus a certain person, I bet you would probably end up going farther than what the bar allows. It'll be a grounder up the middle. Runners going home. Neon Dion with the throw. Not going to be in time though. So that'll bring up Andy Gibbon. Knights start off with 3. What are the fans wearing? 2-2 here. They've got like the part of their shirt like goes down past their pants, like only in the middle. What are they wearing? Like that guy on the right? You see him? It just kind of like scrunches up when they sit down, I guess. Pretty silly. Runners on first and second for Rock back. He'll get a full count. Runners will go. And he'll get walked. So, bases loaded for Vinny Bates. Stevens at 31 pitches already. Tough inning. At least he'll have Vinny Bates at 2 strikes. And he'll strike him out with full bases. So Knights not able to be 100% efficient, but they'll still get 3 runs to start the game. Dante Smalls only threw 4 pitches in the first inning. Wow. Brutus Banger here will pop out. Here's Dalinar Colin for the Gauchos. 3-1 count. Count full. And grounded to Leathers. He'll make the diving catch, but Smalls will not be able to field it cleanly, so that'll put the runner on first for Sopipilla Billups. And a steal here. Terrible throw, but it still gets the runner going to second. Benny Bates. Terrible throw. I mean, it was really late, but I guess the runner just wasn't very fast, and that'll be strike 3 for Smalls. Back to the top of the lineup for the Knights. Knights also got an error there, but it didn't really matter. Little liner to Brutus Banger at first. Duketown now.
That's inside. Inside. That's inside.
3-1.
Take your base.
And he'll get walked again. So once again, runner on first for Dave Sacred. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't this supposed to be like the Gauchos' like big, you know, opening season? Because like they're 1-4 right now. Pretty sure they're doing worse than me. They're not supposed to do that. Another walk for Stevens. We'll put Kenya Weast on with 2 runners on. I thought the Gauchos were supposed to be like popping off. That's another one. Hit really well. That'll bounce off the wall, score another 2 runners. Ding Dong has a runner on second.
That's inside.
And another wild pitch. We'll put a runner to third, even with the low speed. They will catch the runner in a little rundown here. So 2 outs with a runner on first for Shaz Leathers. Another wild pitch. Noah Walker does not have good fielding, and he's tense. Is that the right player that's supposed to be there? I'm gonna just check the lineup, but... yeah, Noah Walker, catcher, okay. Gotcha. It'll be another out for the Knights. Brings up Noah Walker, the man himself. See if he can redeem his terrible fielding. Seemingly not. That'll be a grounder Dave Sacred to Shaz Leathers for the first out. Kazuto Yoshita, I believe, also, was he on the anime team, or does he just have a name that sounds like that? I believe that's another out there. Kenya Weast. He is not, in fact, on the anime team. Alright. There'll be a broken bat, I believe, for out number 3. Gauchos still hitless. 789 here for the Knights, but don't get them wrong, 789 is just as good as their rest of their lineup. I don't think I have a single batter on my team that's better than any of these Knights batters. That'll be the first out. Stevens going to 60 pitches after 3 innings. Phillips makes the play for out number 2. Brings up Vinny Bates. That one goes to Yoshida for out number 3. So, simple inning there for the Gauchos. And here's the top of their lineup. Miranda Biscuit. Dante Smalls at 25 pitches, not yet locked in. I would expect him to be locked in by now, actually. Maybe this little tap to him will give him that boost. Negative. But a fly out from Tailwind will actually score for the Gauchos. That's a home run. I was hesitant to call it as it was, but guess I'm just silly. 401 for Tailwind. It brings up Athena Hex, my created player. So Gauchos get their first hit. Put up a score. Still down by 4. Ooh, that rhymed. Full count to Hex. And strike 3, high. Strike out. Likely would have been a walk. Here's Brutus Banger. Two. This one will get grounded to leathers to end the inning. Gauchos put up 1 with a home run from Tailwind, but nothing else doing. Here's Levi Booth. This one will get between the first and second baseman, so single for Booth. Duketown has been walked both bats he had.
That's inside. Ball low. Strike.
Pickoff attempt. Two here. Whiffer activated. And strike 3 for Steve Stevens. Here's Dave Sacred, runner on first. Has been walked both at bats as well. He'll pop this one up into right field for the second out. Now it's Kenya Weast, who has a double single 4 RBIs. Pick off here. Big swing and a miss. 2-1. Full count, 2 outs, runners to go. And strike 3 against Weast. That'll bring us to the top of the 5th. 5-6-7 for the Gauchos, starting with Colin. Smalls at 40 pitches. 10 pitches per inning. Although we started with 4 in the first. I'll start with 3 balls. Full count. Sent over to Weast. Sent to Leathers for the out number 1. Sopipilla Billups. Tough name there.
That's down.
2-1.
Ball inside.
This one gets between first and second. So Phillips will put herself on first. Here's Noah Walker. Is facing a left-handed pitcher, so trait will not be activated. As well as being tense.
Strike.
1-2. She's alive. And broken bat. Vinny Bates will just throw over to Shaz Leathers at first. He has quite a terrible arm, so makes sense. Puts a runner on second for Kazuto Yoshida. With 2 outs.
Inside. Strike.
2-1.
Ball inside.
Popped up behind the plate. Will go out of play. So full count.
Ball 4.
And ball 4. Yoshida will be walked. That'll bring up Neon Dion.
That's inside.
Smalls, a little bit of a struggle this inning.
Strike.
1-1 here.
That's inside. Ball low. Strike.
Full count. Runner's going. Fouled off. We'll run it again.
Take your base.
Another ball. That's a walk. To load the bases for Miranda Biscuit. But she will send this one to the ground. And she'll actually get safe at first. And they'll score another runner. And keep the bases loaded for Tailwind, who hit the home run early on in the game to get the first score. Miranda Biscuit. High speed, she'll be able to get there. And Tailwind will put this one into the center left gap. That might score 3 runs and tie the game. It most certainly will. Here we are, tied up. Athena Hex. At the plate, Dante Smalls now tense. And Hex will put this one into the center right gap to score another runner, putting the Gauchos in the lead, 6-5. She'll go for 3. Dave Secret does not have an arm, so she'll get there quite easily. Here's Brutus Banger with a runner on third, 2 outs. Dante Smalls rattled now. Still staying in though, he still has decent stats.
Ball inside.
And passed ball. Hex will go for it, but she'll get called out. Unfortunate way to end the inning, but the Gauchos will score 5, take the lead. That's ding dong. Sessions will get removed for Pool Starfire. Draftee this season.
Strike.
Those are some great stats, actually. Now that I see them in game, I'm just looking back at my draft, you know, see what I could have done. Maybe not take like all of the outfielders. Here's Shaz Leathers. This one will get popped up, fouled off.
Strike.
2 strikes though. Fly ball to Colin out and right.
That's inside. Strike.
1-2 count here to Andy Gibbon. Fouled off. And popped into left, so Starfire will complete the inning. And you know what? My Prime sub ran out today. So I'll go ahead and drop a sub there. Here is Brutus Banger facing Dante Smalls at 80 pitches. Full count. Smalls back to tenths, but he'll get strike number 3. Brings up Dallin Arcolin.
That's outside.
Slow in the Sacred. Gets the out at first. Billups here. Really kind of started the whole deal for the Gauchos. She'll put this one in the center left. Get herself a double. Here's Noah Walker, though. 0 for 2 on the day. Surprised the Gauchos have not stolen this one. With Vinny Bates, I mean, they got thrown out that one time, but I mean, I don't know about that one. Strike 3! Noah Walker goes over 3 on the day. Having a tough day. So, no runs for the Gauchos this inning. Here's 8-9-1 for the Knights. Rock back. 2 strikes. This one will get grounded to Billups. Easy out. Here's Vinny Bates. And a 4-pitch walk here from Starfire puts Vinny Bates on first. For Levi Booth, 1 for 3 with a single. One, 2 the count. And up the middle for Levi Booth, puts runners on first and second. For Duketown, 2 walks, 0 for 1. Pressure rising here for Ricky, Poodle Starfire. She'll start off with 3 balls. And walk town, so 3 walks today. Brings up Dave Sacred, who also has 2 walks. This one will get popped into right. Will the runners tag? Colin has a decent arm, they will not. If you want to relive yourself of being overburdened with rookie outfielders, let me know. Oh yeah. Well, some of them, Slowitz can play infield, so we're fine. 3-1 here. Kenya East. Full count. With runners full. They'll go, and there'll be a walk, so walking in a run is Poodle Starfire. Ties the game at 6 for Ding Dong, who's 0 for 3 today. But I'll bring in Jake Carter, the long reliever. Check swing. Good contact there, but foul. 2-2 the count. And this one popped up. So Knights will only achieve 1 run. Leave the bases loaded. Here's 8-9-1. I do maybe regret not taking an early pitcher. I mean, I got them at 15-17, but I do think Slowitz and... oh man, who was it? Barry Buns was still pretty good. And I feel like pitching is a lot easier to buy than individual players. I mean, fielding players. That's strike 1 for Noel Newman, coming in for Dante Smalls. Fly out here to center field. Here's Miranda Biscuit, who made it to first in time. Really kind of kept the game alive. One, two the count. Couple more foul balls. Full count though. Another foul. Eventually we'll get out here at Jazz Leathers, but took up some time. Here's the 7th inning stretch. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Puppet, your favorite Retrievers manager of 2020 and 2021. Here's Jazz Leathers. He'll send this one past the shortstop, get himself on first. Andy Gibbon up to the plate. 1 for 3 with a single today. One to the count. Fouled off, yeah. And this one sent to left field for another single. Runners on first and second with no outs for Rock Back. 0 for 2 with a walk. Pressure maxed out. This one just stays foul, or just goes foul. Great take there. But this will get popped up. Infield fly called, although it is in the outfield. Runners will not advance. Here's Vinny Bates. Double play will end the inning. Full count here. Fouled off. And Vinny Bates will get walked. So, bases loaded with just 1 out for Levi Booth. Two, 1. And this one goes to center right. They'll score some runs. 1 going home. 2 going home. 3 going home. 3 RBIs for Levi Booth. Puts the score at 6-9. Nice. In favor of the Knights, Jake Carter, 10th here. Duketown has a runner on second. Just 1 out. Whiffer activated. And another strikeout to Duketown. Here's Dave Sacred. This one off the wall, but that'll score a runner. I like spaced out there, like as I was watching it. Here's Kenya West with double single and a walk. This one will, however, pop out to right field, ending the inning, but not before the Gauchos put up 4 runs. Samir Tailwind, Athena Hex, Brutus Banger. Tailwind has 4 RBIs today. Home run and a double. I believe he was a season 5 or 6 draftee. But he will ground out. Here's Athena Hex, who has a triple. And just that. 1-2. Full count. And Athena Hex draws a walk. Here's Brutus Banger. Go for 3, 10ths. 1-1. Steal that second from Hex, but it's fouled off. 2-2. Another foul ball. Newman getting pretty low on pitches. Here's a sent 2 out to center field, and that's a home run. Except I can't recall who that's for. The runner after Athena Hex, 428 to center. That's Brutus Banger, who was actually tense, 0 for 4, 0 for 3 maybe. So Gauchos only 2 away now. Here's Dalinar Colon. Noel Newman tense at 33 pitches, probably last batter. Although this one is sent out to center field, caught. Here's Billups with a double and a single today. Newman no longer tense, however. But she'll put one into the center left gap. So runner on second with 2 outs. For Noah Walker, another tense 0 for 3 batter. Cuz Peterson will actually pinch hit. And Lacey Fellows will come in as a reliever. So 2 new players. Let's see what we got. Could be tied with 1 swing. 2-2. Foul off. And popped up in between first and home. Will end the inning for the Gauchos. They get 2. Here's the Knights. Looking to put on some runs before the last chance of the Gauchos. Ding dong, 0 for 4. Not a very common sight. Cuz Peterson is now at home plate catching for the Gauchos. 3 balls right away for Jake Carter, and he will walk with 4 pitches. So now ding dong on first for Shaz Leathers, who's 2 for 4. And up the middle, we'll get a single. Another one for Shaz Leathers, has 3 today. So runners first and second for Andy Gibbon, who also has 2 singles. And is 2 for 4.
That's inside.
At this point, I'd probably take out Jake Carter. I don't know who else the Gauchos have. I'm sure there's somebody better, though. A little bit of a bad pick-off move, but will not move any runners around. 2-2, though, the count to Gibbon. And this one might just bomber special. Yeah, it's going to get through, and that's going to send a runner to home, but the runner at first held up. So it's going to score a runner, but it's also going to get an out. I guess it was the safe play, but here's Rock back with a runner on first, one out. He'll pop this one up. Peterson should make the play. And it's Vinny Bates. 0 for 2 with 2 walks.
Strike.
Pick off. Another one. And this one sent to center field, but should get caught by Leon Dion. Here we are, top of the ninth. Gauchos need 3 to tie, 4 to put themselves in the lead going into the bottom of the ninth if they do put themselves in the lead. Here's Kazuto Yoshida to lead us off. Facing Lacey Fellows.
Strike.
And strike 3, Lacey Fellows, strike out. Puts 1 out on the board. Here's Neon Dion.
That's up. Strike. That's up.
2 on the count.
Inside. Strike.
Full count.
Strike 3.
And strike 3, another strikeout for Lacey Fellows. Miranda Biscuit, last chance for the Gauchos to stay in the game.
Strike.
Lacey Fellows locked in.
No.
And grounded to Dave Sacred. Throw to Leathers is on point. Knights take the game. 8-11, very back and forth. Very exciting game. Let's take a look here, yeah. Gauchos managed to get the lead in the 5th with 5 runs, but Knights quickly take it back in the 6th. Actually, they take it back. They take the lead back in the 7th, but they try to tie it up in the 6th. Home runs here for Tailwind and Brutus Banger on the Gauchos. No home runs for the Knights, but lots of hits and walks. 3 of them for Duke Town. Loss goes to Carter for the Gauchos. Yeah, pretty terrible outing from him. Win goes to Noel Newman. Save to Fellows. MVPs for the game are Tailwind. He tried his little heart out. Kenya Weist, who had 5 RBIs. Only 2 hits, but 5 RBIs. And Levi Booth with 3 RBIs. So that'll be game number 3 as we head to the last game of the night. Stingers at Ball Players. I'll see you then, I guess. here we are. Stingers at ball players. Let me update the score once again. It was 8-11. So here we are at Emerald Diamond for Stingers at ball players. Fitzmagic starting off here for the ball players. And he'll start off with 4 balls immediately. Squash Pixel. Fitzmagic with quite a gnarly angle there. Stolen base here. Shipwright, not a very accurate throw, so I'll put a run on second. And that goes to the center right gap, so that'll be a very quick score. Dallas, Texas will run it in. Pixel will go for third and get it quite easily. So, run already scored here for these Stingers, with no outs recorded. Ace to Salsa. We'll put this one in the middle for another run. The game starts 2-0 in favor of the Stingers. Jackson Moore coming over from the overdraft at the start of the season. Very big trade, very big trade. 3 balls immediately. And 4 pitch walk from Fitzmagic. Having a tough start here. Here's Matthew Kennedy. Has runners on first and second with no outs. Two one. This one stays foul, goes foul. Full count. And walk to Matthew Kennedy. So bases loaded with no outs for Dank Highgrass. Who else? Dank Highgrass. One, two, big swing. Full count now. This one fouled off. But no, Tucker will actually get it before it drops. But was that a mistake? Because runners will all advance. So sacrifice foul ball from Dank Highgrass will score more runners for the Stingers. And also take off the force out. Here's Sarby. Another foul ball to right. Tucker will not get there. Check swing. This one between the first and second baseman. Homer runs will make the diving play. Get the out at first, but another runner will score. Nabil Pervez, the catcher. With a runner on third, all he needs is a hit, and he'll get just that into center field. Shelton will throw this in, but it'll still put up a 5th run for the Stingers. Here's Yumeko Pendragon. 2 outs, runner on first. Fitzmagic rattled after his first 35 pitches. He'll finish off the inning, but tough start. Here's starting lineup for the ball players. Homer runs, leading them off. Pato Gold on the mound for the Stingers. He also has a pretty weird angle. A bit higher than Fitzmagic, but not as traditional. It's kind of like a... wish I could kind of slow it down. I don't think it's like 100% sidearm, but it's not like, you know, like over the shoulder kind of area. Look at the strikeout against Homer runs. Here's Harry Shelton. Grounded Texas to Highgrass. I'm actually quite excited to see the Stingers line up. And I'm sure the rest of the SSBL is too, after seeing them do nothing for 3 years. Inaccurate through the first, but still will end the inning, so Dallas, Texas. I do believe that the Stingers, probably in contention with the Unicorns for top team here this season. There's still a lot of other teams competing, but they're a little bit behind, and they're also a bit older. Both of the Stingers and the Unicorns will be able to last a lot longer with these big rosters. So very excited to see what happens with both of them. Squash Pixel heard the game off, and he'll get locked. Ace is also here. With one out. Oh, yawn. This might get down. It will. For a single. Here's Jackson Moore the fourth. The big ol' JMIV. I think we should have like a meme where like we have like the wrong acronym for JMIV, you know, like, and then I'll make it something silly. I'm trying to think of something. He'll go down, but here's Matthew Kennedy. It could be like Junior. I don't know. I'm not too witty, so unfortunately, I don't want to go fouled off. And that one, Wild, will advance the runners. So full count. And Kennedy will be walked. Here's Dank Highgrass once again with the bases loaded, but this time 2 outs. Fitzmagic has thrown 55 pitches after 2 innings. And that one between the second and third baseman, that'll score a run. Advances the basers. The base runners by 1 base. Advance the basers. I'm gonna start saying that now. Advance the basers. Sarby here with full bases. This one will get popped up though. So Stinger's only able to put on 1 with full bases loaded. Rick De La Stick, Matthias Black, and I believe that was Jerry Thunder. I think Terry Thunder is on a different team. Pot of Gold only throwing 7 pitches in the first inning. Rick De La Stick down 1-2. Popped up to left field. Who is that? Yumeko Pendragon. That'll actually get off the wall, so that'll be a double for Rick De La Stick. Here's Matthias Black. Two 2-1 count. To DeSalsa, they'll get the runner going to third. So, what's that called? Isn't that called like fielder's choice? Where they get the farthest out runner, but that'll be another wild pitch. Will advance the runner to second. So, Terry Thunder has a runner on second with 1 out. But he'll be 4-pitch walked. So runners first and second for Tyree Walker. Although, you know what, I don't disagree with walking them. You get the double play online, so You know, I might have just, you know, chosen to walk there. There'll be a pop out. So Nathan Tucker up at the plate with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. A fielder's choice. I haven't heard that term in a while. I'm gonna be honest. He'll start 1 and 2. This one will actually curve. It'll curve. It looked like it was gonna curve out and go foul, but it will stay fair. They'll bring a run in for the ball players. Put men on 3 and 2 for Curly Shipwright. Just needs decent contact. Couple foul balls. Staying alive. But he will not stay alive after that one. Strikeout. Looking. So ball players put on 1. I mean, slow and steady. Here's Pervez. Adrian Walker will come in early to long relief for Fitzmagic. I think Magic could have stayed in for 1 more, but it's not a terrible decision. Adrian Walker has K-Man. But it will not be super effective there as somebody hit a single. I don't remember that. You make a Pendragon though. Oh, that was the catcher. That was Nabel Pervez. Two here to Yumeko Pendragon. I do believe she was not part of the enemy team because only the one that starts with A, Pendragon, is from an anime, but there'll be a strikeout for Adrian Walker on a full count. Here's Dallas, Texas. Three balls. Now back to full count. K-Man active. But it'll be a walk. Here's Squash Pixel. Has a triple. Has 2 runners on. That'll be strike 2. And strike 3. Squash Pixel strikes out. East to Salsa. 2 singles. He'll get a little bit of airtime on that one, but Barker will make the play. 1, 2, 3 up for the ball players. One. 3-1. And really, that was a very close one. But it'll get walked. So now there's a stealer on for Harry Shelton. Two one. Full count now. And strike 3 swinging for Ginger. Pot of gold. Murph Kelly now. Two 0. 3-0. Back to full count. And another strike. Out for Pot of Gold. Here's Rick De La Stick. So 0 outs to 2 outs. 2-1. And a walk to the last stick. Here's Matthias Black. Ooh, big swing and a miss. Foul ball to the right. And popped up in the infield. Should be easy play for Ace de Salsa to end the inning. So, no score, no runs in the third inning. Here's Jackson Moore, IV. The fourth. This one, grounder to Matthias Black. Easy play to Rick De La Stick at first. Matthew Kennedy. Popped up once again, or popped up to Matthias Black. Dane Kygrass with 2 outs. To homer runs to Rick De La Stick for 3 easy outs. In the top of the fourth. Here we go. Terry Thunder, Toby Barker, Nathan Tucker. Hey, they all end with the same suffix. Wow, that's so wonderful. That's just great, isn't it? This one just gonna escape the glove of it's Dane Kygrass. So a single for Thunder. Brings up Toby Barker. I'll go 1 and 2. Pot of Gold not looking as great as I thought he would at the start. You know, he's at 62 pitches now. This one's going to be popped up behind the plate. Pervez. Easy play. Here's Nathan Tucker. Three-0. Full count now. And strike 3, looking down the middle. You gotta swing at that, man. That's like the perfect pitch. Here's Curly Shipwright. 2 outs, runner on first. It'll be 2-1. Full count. And up the middle, once again escaping the grasp of Dane Kygrass. So runners on first and second with 2 outs for homer runs. Does not have a left-handed pitcher on the opposite side. But that'll be a liner to Dane Kygrass to end the inning. Sarby, Pervez, Pendragon for the Stingers. Adrian Walker now locked in. It'll be a pop out to Murph Kelly. There's Murph Kelly, and there's Matthew Kennedy. Very close. MKs. Nabil Pervez. Or Nabil Pervez. That one will stay foul. Came in active. Those are some great stats for Adrian Walker as she pulls another strikeout. Here's Pendragon. 2 outs, no runners. One, two. This one, just a little tap to Murph Kelly for the third out. Stingers, no scores, no runs. My favorite was on the baseball subreddit. Like it was like a week ago. Someone posted just talking about points, and oh, he got mocked the whole time there. Here's Murph Kelly. Robin Ryan will enter the game instead of Pot of Gold. Thank God for getting rid of the long reliever. You know, everybody copied me, you know. I put in Peach Dropkin, and everyone was like, oh my God, I gotta put in a crazy good long reliever, you know. SMH. Copycats. Robin Ryan will record a strikeout here. Rick De La Stick up to the plate. But I do quite like that. I do like that we're getting rid of long relievers. I do think it was kind of overpowered. I think it'll make it a lot more balanced pitching. You don't just, you know, pick up one really good pitcher and then you're good. They'll make it to the ball before it goes foul. But that'll be a pop out to Pixel. We're at number 3. We still have the option for it, right? For this season, yes. But going into season 8, there will be no long reliever. I do believe you will still be able to use closing pitchers, but closing pitchers suck. The only team that uses a closing pitcher, I believe, is the wrong fielders, and it also sucks for them. So, yeah. Popped up at the plate, doesn't even have to move. Curly Shipwright. Nuts is the SPRP specialist right now. Yeah, it's really good. It's really overpowered. I mean, look at Adrian Walker right now. You know, should have seen the golden days of Peach Dropkin. Ace to Salsa. Another strikeout for Adrian Walker. While I'm talking about a player that is irrelevant here. 1-1. I mean, if I don't get to brag about the retrievers, you know, what's the point of casting, you know? Fly out to Toby Barker for the third out. Still nothing for the Stingers. Here's Matthias, Terry, and Toby. I do want to see my man Mason Nuts out there as a starter next season, though. Yeah. Yeah. High pitch activates, but it'll go straight to Kennedy out in right field. Here's Terry Thunder. But see, you get people like this, like Robin Ryan, that have like actually maxed out stats, that get the pitch basically every game. See, because if you put them in starting pitcher, they only get to pitch, you know, 1 in 4 games. If you put them in long reliever, they pitch every game. So that's the thought process. Runner on first for Toby Barker. But this one will just be a little bit of airtime for the second out. So Nathan Tucker. DSRB to Highgrass. Actually, no, that's not Highgrass. The second. Who is that second then? I don't know. Here's Jackson Moore. Former overdraft. He'll pop up to Rick De La Stick at first. Route number 1, Matthew Kennedy. And walk from Adrian Walker. So here's Highgrass, the not second baseman, but first baseman.
Ball outside. Hey, right.
1-2. That one will get up through the middle, putting runners on first and second with one out. For Sarby, he's over 3, but he had a sacrifice fly. That one will just be an infield fly. Getting dirty over at first base, sliding around in the dirt. Here's Nabil Purbez, 2 outs now. Nabil Purbez. 1-2, K-Man active. Good check. Oh my god, I just came up with the greatest idea for a player name. Checked swing, but it's like Czech, like Czech Republic. Like with a Z. That's brilliant. Here's Robin Ryan. I gotta write that one down. Here's Robin Ryan. No. Here is, I believe that was Shipwright. No ground out. Here's Homer runs. Just a walk today. That one will get down in front of Matthew Kennedy for a single. So Harry Shelton has one out. Runner on first.
Outside.
This one popped into center field. Squash Pixel, easy play. GG, easy. Oh, I just missed the 7th inning stretch. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your favorite Retrievers manager of 2020 and 2021. Stingers are up 6-1 against the Ball Players. That one will be between the second and first baseman. So runners first and second for Rick of the Stick. Gotta start making moves soon here, but it's tough when you have Robin Ryan on the plate. However, Ryan will give out a walk, so that loads the bases for Matthew Kennedy. And that one will get through, so one run will score. This one coming in very close, but now score 2 runs. So Matthew Kennedy with, I believe that was Kennedy, with 2 runs. Here's Terry Thunder, runners first and second. 2 outs still. Double steal, hit and run, but not a great hit. That'll be a pop out. It's Dallas, Texas. That's who it is. Yep. Pendragon, Texas Pixel. These 2 teams have pretty great uniforms, I'd like to say. I kind of like the stripe on the Walkers, or the Walkers uniform, the Ball Players uniforms. Just kind of a nice good old white uniform, although I'm sure it gets dirty very easily. And then I do quite like the stingers across the chest, the little text. And also a very simple jersey. It'll be a walk for Adrian Walker, though. She's starting to run out of juice at 75 pitches. That one will get through the infield, actually. Runner will not go to third. Very hesitant there, but Squash Pixel comes in. Should see Adrian moving out probably after this pitcher, or this batter. But it's no outs, so... fair game here, 2 strikes. And that one will stay foul. It'll be very slow, so Barker will not get to in time. They'll put a 7th on the board for the Stingers here. Ace is also now on here. Julio Javier. What? Why? Although, I think the ball players have a pretty bad bullpen. I think they had like 1 bar, so I'm guessing that they really don't have much else. So Julio Javier, tough position. It'll be just the 1 out on the ground ball of the 3rd. Very slow. So Jackson Moore has runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. I'd probably just walk Moore. But they'll actually catch the runner in between 3rd and home. So not bad. Guys, come on! Like this is like, you know, 8th grade stuff. Like that's the slowest rundown I've ever seen. Matthew Kennedy up to the plate. So 1st and 2nd now with 2 outs. Two. This one fouled off. Another foul ball, staying alive. Staying alive. That will not be what Matthew Kennedy does. He'll get strikeout right down the middle, looking. So, moving into the bottom of the 8th, ball players down 4. 3 balls here from Robin Ryan. 4-pitch walk to Barker. Here's Nathan Tucker. Steal on 2nd base, but oh wow, I really thought he was out, but nope. And they're a little scared of him now there. So runner on 2nd now for Nathan Tucker. Decent ball to the outfield will for a run. But he'll be strikeout looking. Yeah, I would be upset with that one too. Here's Curly Shipwright. This one will be a little tap, tap, tap. But it will advance the runner to 3rd for homer runs. 2 outs though. Two, 1. 2-2. But that one goes to center left, and that'll score a run. Homer runs. He'll actually make it a triple, as Squash Pixel has a little bit of trouble picking that up. So Harry Shelton with a runner on 3rd. Just needs some contact here. Robin Ryan. Looking at 53 pitches. Probably should be able to stay in the whole game. That one does not get down. Matthew Kennedy with a great sliding catch. We'll keep the ball players. Only getting 1. Top of the 9th, here we are. Dink Highgrass. Stingers up 7-4. Had a great game so far. Julio Javier. Starting us off with a couple balls. Full count. With a walk, Highgrass. That brings up Sarby. And he'll jack this one. Just gone. Right field. Sarby, home run. 2nd decker. I'll put the Stingers up 9-4. Great lead there. Here's Nabil Pervez. Julio Javier tense, but still the best player that the ball players have in the bullpen. They'll ground this one to homer runs. Yumiko Pendragon. Ninth slot. A fielder. 1-1. It'll stay foul. And strike 3. Pendragon strikes out looking. Here's Dallas, Texas. Single with 2 walks. 1 for 3. That one will be popped up to center. So there we go. Here we are at the bottom of the 9th. Ball players need 5 to tie. 6 to walk off the game. Murph Kelly, Rick Delistic, and Matthias Black are up, facing Robin Ryan at 55 pitches, still neutral. Should be able to close out the game. Wink, wink. Broken bat there. Murph Kelly will need a new one. That one will get past the diving Dank Highgrass, putting a runner on first for Rick Delistic. And a passed ball from Pervez puts a runner on second now for Delistic with no outs. Foul ball. Will Sarby be able to make that play? It will not. It will get out into the seats. But strike 3. Delistic strikes out. Here's Matthias Black with 1 out. That one between first and third. Runner will go home. No way, dude. No way. I did not agree with that. You should not have been running home there. So 2 outs now for Terry Thunder. Runner on second. This one, another foul ball to the left. 1-2. Up the middle, De Salso makes the play to first, and that'll end the game. Stingers take the ball players at their home stadium, Emerald Diamond. Stingers about to hand the ball players their first loss. Well, they did. I didn't actually check that the ball players were undefeated so far, which actually surprises me because their bullpen sucks. So yeah, Stingers taking the game 9-4. I really hated that runner going home. I mean, just stay at third. Robin Ryan's at like 67. Maybe you get like, you know, try and stall out, but yeah, that'll be it. Stingers it really came from the 5 runs that they got in the first inning. I mean, tough for Fitz Magic. Home run for Sarby on the Stingers. No home runs for the ball players. Loss goes to Fitzmagic. Very easy loss. 2 innings pitched with 5 hits and 6 earned runs. Robin Ryan takes the win, of course. Nobody's surprised. Your MVP is Squash Pixel, followed by Sarby and Dank Highgrass. So, this has been the continuation of week 4, day 2. Thank you for joining me. Just a quick rundown. Wildcats take the Stingers 8-6. That was earlier, before Squared Internet had his internet run out. Started off today with the Retrievers losing to the Vikings 1-4. Then the Gauchos have a close game with the Knights going down 8-11. And finally, the Stingers winning against the ball players 9-4. So, I'll see you next time I see you, I guess. Toodaloo.